Because I'm a genius in video recording, I just decided to record this video with 5% of my battery on my phone remaining. Sorry, the camera's a little bit wonky. I'm just holding the camera in my hands at the minute. And ahoy everybody, what's up? Now, don't get me wrong, this is not going to be some creepazoid, absolutely emotionally attached video, but the thing is just that I have the current situation, which is a common situation, and I just hope I can say something about it because of my own personal opinion in part, and also just because I need someone to talk to. Well, I mean, as if the internet would be a great person to talk to, but I need to generate something to get off my chest, and something, maybe it can even help you guys a little bit. Now, you may be wondering why the hell am I filming a blank wall with a shadow moving on it, and just to show you I am moving. My arms moving up and down, I'm shaking my body with style.
My arms moving up and down, I'm shaking my body with style.
But anyhow, the matter of fact is that I am currently moving. I am moving to a new apartment. In fact, my first very own apartment, so there won't be any fancy white backgrounds in my videos anymore. And also with the blue screen effect, as I figured out in hindsight that it was kind of a failure, I just didn't think that was the right solution for now, and I'll have to see how I'll do that in the future. Yeah, obviously moving for someone moving out their house for the very first time is quite an experience, to say the least. If it's an ordeal, it's everyone's own opinion, but I've had a kind of mixed experience so far in my own personal case. To give you some background info on my situation, I've had my finals, or in German also called Abitur or A-levels, in July. Since then I've been jobbing. I've done office jobs, I also worked in a supermarket, and I've got a little bit of money under the belt, although obviously not enough to sustain myself on a long-term basis. Which is not part of the point, because obviously I have loving parents who actually want to support me, unlike many other people out there who this video may actually be addressed to. But yeah, I mean, just saying that moving out for the first time is just kind of an act of moving on, and that is kind of an experience, and everyone has to go through that at some point, unless you're very lucky and your parents actually want you to stay around for the rest of your life. But I mean, in my case, I don't blame my parents actually wanting me to get my own place. Besides the fact that my parents are moving to a place which is just way too far from my own work and my long-term goal to study at a university. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a kind of a must to move on and move along. It doesn't mean, obviously, contact will get broken or anything. I mean, as I already stated, my parents support me a lot. Oh yeah, what advice can I give to people moving on? One thing for sure, search early. Get on it as soon as you know your situation. In my case, for example, I had a lot of hassling to do with my parents and a bit of, figuring out what is the best. And to be honest, my situation is still a little bit up in the air. But that's also why I haven't been uploading so regularly lately. Because I just have other priorities at the minute. And one of the priorities is getting a roof over my head, like this one. I can live a semi-normal life from time to time. At least on weekdays. That's always a thing. On topic of flat shares, I personally am looking for a single apartment. I mean, come on. I record videos as for a hobby, and I make bad music from time to time, so, I mean, I would pity anyone living in my apartment with me. I pity my parents enough, and I'm actually glad they actually kept up with me for the last 18 or so years, 19 years by now, actually. Damn it. I don't even know my own age these days, that's really concerning. But if you get a flat share, embrace it. In a flat share, you obviously have people to actually meet up and share your opinions with. Actually, in a way, you'd win some new friends. And obviously, it also takes down the rent costs and all the other costs, which I can barely afford with my apprenticeship wage of €675 a month. Because if you consider taxes and all the other baloney, life is absolutely expensive. And as a fresh guy who just left school, you can't expect us to actually handle everything on our own, and if we can, how can we live a life worth living? I'm not going to go on to about a rant like how pay is so bad and society is messed up and I don't know, John Cena should be the best wrestler in the world, but only it's tough. And I am also personally going through a kind of a tough time. Not saying I'm not coping, but it's just how it is. That's why I'm just giving you this fresh little update and a bit of motivation because, I mean, come on. If I can cope with it, you can cope with it as well. I mean, sure, it may be epic and all that kind of crap, like, oh, you may want to hear from my mouth sometimes, but I mean, come on. There's a point to it, okay? What you have to bear in mind when getting a flat on your own, you want a brief summary? You want a brief summary, do you? Okay, I'll give you a brief summary. Be quick, accept a flat share, and make the place your own. Obviously, you don't want to have to live in a cell. You'd rob a bank, go to prison, and you'd live in a cell with more personality as an unpersonal flat. So just make the house your own, your budget obviously, and just don't forget to be yourself and have a good time, because we are moving on, everyone moves on, but you move on with it, and you have to make the most of your move. You don't have to move to places you don't want to move to, because the last thing you need is last minute regrets, okay? So yeah, if you don't hear from me for a while, it is because I'm moving, and I'm moving on with my life, but I'll be back in even more glory, because then I don't have any restrictions on my recording. Hey! So yeah, I don't even know how much content is this video now, but I'll have to see that in editing. Until then, thank you very much for watching. If you want to support the channel and the good cause, then just, you know what to do. And until then, this weird shadow here, won't stay permanently, I hope. Remember, I promise, okay? Maybe one of the times, but I thought the situation is just currently so unique. And I found this and I was like, ooh, that's cool. That is really cool. And I just decided to record as a shadow. Okay, anyhow. Hang on a second. Wait a second. 1 second, okay? I'm gonna complete my outro in a second, but just bear with me, okay? I'm on a different wall because I noticed this just after finishing the first set of recording. But I'm gonna edit it in with a bit of magic, and then everything's gonna be fine. Just hear me out, okay? I promised the person something way too long ago. But because this kind of content hasn't been around that regularly, unfortunately, I didn't get around to doing it until now. Anyhow, this is a quick shout-out-ish. I'm gonna have to whisper it out actually because, yeah, it's middle of the night here. It is very, very late as you can see. But yes, this is a quick shout-out to LYRA. And here's a guy who has to check Facebook to check if he actually pronounced that correctly. BRB. Okay, I'm pretty more or less certain that it's LYRA SHEHAB. And please, I'm really sorry, okay? You're a lovely person, but if I actually just butchered your name pronunciation, I am really sorry, okay? Now, this wonderful person is an artist. An artist with kind of a more or less modernistic style. Is that even a word? If it's not a word, I made it up now, okay? I'm gonna put copyright on the word modernistic, okay? Don't judge me. If that's not a word, it is now, because I'm epic. A graphics designer you can find on the website Deviant Art, whose link I will post in the description of this video. Does anybody even read the descriptions these days anymore? I don't know. Anyhow, link to LYRA SHEHAB's page in the description. Thank you for the sweet logo you made for me, by the way. If you haven't seen it yet, it is on screen now-ish, and yeah, it's pretty dang good, isn't it? If you're wondering why I'm talking weird, I have no idea. I'm just kind of really motivated to make this video for some reason because I don't know, is it the last video in my apartment I'll ever make? I don't know. It's late, and I'm tired, and I'm just generally in an interesting mood. Yeah, can we carry on with the outro now, please? I'm really sick of standing around here in an empty room all night. Yeah. Have a good evening, good night, wherever you are, and stay epic, because I will see you. That actually worked out better than I expected. Okay, more effective end cards, Check out the stuff to stay epic, everybody. Go on, do it. Have you done it yet? Good. Thank you.